That was my first encounter where it's in the sink. But this one is worse, the Korea flight one.
Shapeless.
Diarrhea.
Oh,
The toilet bowl is so clean. Thing. But so where is it, right? It's actually at the side of the toilet bowl. The most sway thing, right, that happened, right, is when the purple colour walked down. Because he said, the most junior one go and clean.
There was once I was pushing the meal cart down the aisle, so I passed him and he like tapped me and asked for more alcohol. So I could only say no, so he grabbed me by my elbow and he slammed me into my cart. And the pilot actually made an announcement, said that if you abuse our crew anymore, we're going to divert to Beijing and all of you are getting off the plane.
Oh my god.
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of All Facts No Filters, where we talk to different industry professionals and find out a little bit more about their jobs behind the scenes. Hopefully get some scoop that we have never heard of before. But anyways, today we have two guests as per usual, and they were both from the aviation industry. We have got Qian as well as Chanel.
Hello. Hello.
So one of you guys flew SIA and then you flew with Scoot, right? And you guys were both flight stewardesses for a period of time. I have so many questions. Okay, first of all, I want to find out from the both of you, at what age do you start flying and why did you start flying? Maybe Xiao, you want to go first?
I joined SIA when I was 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like right out of like poly junior college,
Yes,
right?
correct. So right after my diploma. Then after that, I officially started flying at 20. Yeah, then flew for 3 years.
Oh, 3 years?
Yes.
Okay, 3 years in total. What about you, Chanel?
I joined when I was 21
Okay.
and I flew for a year before COVID hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh man, that's a tough time.
Yes, it was, yeah.
That's a tough time to join the aviation industry. Oh my
But at least I
gosh.
got a full year.
That is true. That must have been really, really fun.
Yeah.
So what was your motivation for wanting to be a flight stewardess?
My mom was a flight stewardess too, so she was with Cathay Pacific. I think she flew for like at least a decade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and afterwards she worked on ground in Changi Airport. So I basically grew up in the airport as well. Like my kindergarten was in the airport for like the airport staff.
Wow.
Hidden in the basement, where I don't think anyone knows about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. There's like a kindergarten there just for the airport staff. Yeah.
That's so fun.
So I went to school there.
What about you, Xiao?
It's like a Singapore girl dream, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's very iconic.
Correct.
Yeah, so after school, what's next, you know?
Correct.
Yeah, do you want to go do whatever you studied or do you want to try something different?
It's almost
Yeah.
like taking a gap year, but then kind of making money out of it at the same time.
Yeah.
And being able to travel and see the world. Well, at least that's how I saw it. Okay, we're moving into the next part of the conversation. And basically, I'm going to ask you guys questions and you will just, I guess, Picasso your answers onto this fact board, or you can write like point forms, up to you, and then we will kind of like, go in to dissect that after that, okay? And the very first question is the most like what the F situation you had to deal with on the plane. Okay, if you're ready, we're gonna pick up the fact board and then we'll write down the answers. Let's go. I'm excited for this. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of interesting stories. Both our artists have completed their artwork. Okay, let's go. Put it in. Chanel, you drew a couple and a bottle, which I'm assuming is alcoholic.
Yeah.
What was the situation?
So there's this particular passenger, he's a part of a tour group.
Oh,
so
okay.
he actually bought like baijiu, like he started to drink his alcohol and he finished the entire bottle.
Of baijiu.
Yeah, not even like at the end of the flight. It was when the seatbelt sign turned off for the very first time. You
He
know,
was
during takeoff,
done?
yeah, he was done.
Oh gosh, this guy is definitely mabuk.
Exactly. He wanted more alcohol, but you know, our policy is we're not supposed to serve someone who's already intoxicated,
Correct.
like even more alcohol.
Exactly.
So he got really like upset at us.
Yep.
There was once I was pushing the meal cart down the aisle, so I passed him and he like tapped me and asked for more alcohol. So I could only say no, so he grabbed me by my elbow and he slammed me into my cart. Yeah. So he was like really angry. Thankfully, I think my senior crew on that flight was quite helpful. So they
Yeah.
were really upset about it. And the pilot actually made an announcement, said that if you abuse our crew anymore, we're going to divert to Beijing and all of you are getting off the
Oh my
plane.
god,
Yeah,
actually that's
so
very
that's
nice.
super
Yeah,
supportive.
yeah. That's really good,
So usually
yeah.
they don't really back us up. So after that, I think like his entire tour group started panicking. Then they were like trying to calm him down
Yeah.
and get him to drink more water and just sleep. But when we landed back in Singapore, yeah, they arrested him. They didn't allow him to enter Singapore.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, I love it
Yeah.
too. Yeah, like the support is there.
Right.
First SIA.
First flight, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. Okay, next we are gonna have to deal with a situation, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah. So basically, like I have a lot of literally situation I have to handle.
I see.
Yeah, in that 1 week, and the first one, I think I shouldn't say which flight, but because it's very common for that flight.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
For this kind of things to happen. So
Wait, which flight is this?
It's
Now I
okay.
feel like I need to
A certain
know.
route.
yeah, like there's a pattern in this route. lah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like,
Later you tell me
know
privately.
confirm- you know confirm this kind of thing will happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something along
Yeah.
those lines
Yeah,
definitely will
yeah.
happen.
That was my first encounter where is in the sink.
In the sink?
Yeah, like poop. You can see like the
How
shape.
do you put your butt there? Okay, never mind. I have so many
Yeah, I
questions.
don't want to imagine how the person actually managed to poop there lah. Maybe.
It's easier to put your butt on the toilet bowl than in the sink.
Thankfully that one I didn't have to clean it.
Okay.
I didn't have to, but I was the one who saw it lah. So.
Okay.
So the one that made me go like really WTF is because the next flight, unexpectedly, not supposed to happen on that flight pattern.
Right.
We were flying to Korea.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Korea is like, I'm very happy, you know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You gotta go Korea.
Yeah, I love going. But this one is worse, the Korea flight one.
Shapeless.
Diarrhea.
Oh,
Diarrhea.
yeah.
Liquid.
The toilet bowl is so clean. I think. But so where is it, right? It's actually at the side of the toilet bowl.
Oh no, the person must have completely like.
I think cannot
hold
I
it
think
in.
cannot hold.
Yeah.
Then
I
like
feel
go
bad
in already,
also.
straight
like
away
just
close and then just
bang.
like
Yeah.
everything already.
Yeah.
So I saw it. Again, it's me. You know why it's always me? Because I'm always the one checking
Toilet
the
check?
toilet. Yeah, I'm doing toilet
Oh.
checks. If I were to be very honest and tell,
Then you have to be the one to clean it.
I'm the
Yeah.
one cleaning it. But then if I pretend I didn't see,
Then they will come back to you like,
And then the
never
passenger
check
sees
properly?
it, then it's gonna be an issue.
yeah. So I told the leading aside.
That's the situation.
Yeah, there's a situation there. That's not the worst thing. I think the leading wanted to lock it up already.
Okay.
We were just thinking, like, should we lock it up? Because Korea is not really like a long flight.
Yeah, it's
like
about
a medium
5.5, 6
yeah,
hours.
Yeah, but then because we are not even halfway through yet,
Oh.
and then we are full flight.
Oh.
Yeah, so
That's a bit tough.
he wanted to say something. Then the most sway thing, right, that happened, right, is when the purple color walked down.
oh,
Yeah. If the purple color is nice, purple color will say, don't need to say anymore, just
Yeah.
lock it. Oh
Yeah.
my god, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously the purple color is not nice. So the purple color say, we are full flight, we are not even halfway there. If we're gonna lock this up, then blah 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 blah. Then say go and get all the stuff to
Cleaning,
clean.
yeah.
After that, whatever he said next, right, is not very appropriate because he said the most junior one go and clean. So I
But I think
think it's not
that's very
nice.
common.
Yeah, so I
That's very
think he didn't
common.
have to say that.
Yeah.
Then the leading was trying to protect me, so the leading say like, I think never mind lah, we just lock it lah. You know, like if anything like there's still like
The other,
then we'll direct the passengers to the next toilet available. And then he's like, no, just ask the P plate go and do. Yeah, it's as if I'm not human. Yeah. And I was standing there, so it hurts lah, you know, to hear that.
it's very
Like,
frustrating.
Because you
Yeah.
just feel like so used,
so they
right?
label
Yeah.
you, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm like so numb. So to me, right, the situation that's WTF to me is like I have to go through flights, literally flights back to back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to know, I think this is obviously a question on everybody's minds, you know, fresh out of like your A-levels or like, you know, IT or whatever. But I think a lot of people started to get into flying also because they realized that it can be quite a lucrative career. How lucrative exactly can being a flight attendant be? If you guys are ready, we're going to put it on the fact board.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go. Ta-da. Okay, so you guys are ready? Let's put it down. Ooh, I like that I'm looking at numbers. Every guest that I ask, they always give me some ambiguous range. Sometimes don't even have like the numbers. But you guys are very clear with your numbers. Maybe let's start with Chanel first. 2.5 or 11K is very specific. It's
Yeah,
not
because
N.
it's a one-time thing. So
Okay.
I think it's good. Our basic pay is actually very low. It's only $800.
I see.
Yeah, so after minus CPF, you get like 600 plus. Most of our salary actually comes from allowances.
Right.
Yeah, for cabin crew, like your flight hours and your per diem, your travel allowance, things like that. So for Scoot on average, we earn about 2.5. I think on like the busier months, like maybe end of year or Chinese New Year season, up to 3K.
Okay, and then how did the 11K happen?
Okay, so that one actually happened at the start of COVID when I flew to Wuhan because we had to do a rescue flight and Scoot was appointed by the government to do the
wow.
rescue flight. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that's like huge. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were looking for volunteers back then, and like for me, I felt that if the government and the company thinks it's safe enough to go, then it's probably okay.
Wow, so much trust in
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we were paid that much also because when we came back, we could not continue flying. Yeah,
Oh.
initially they said
the
that
quarantine.
Yeah, initially there was no quarantine. So I was actually scheduled for a 4 sector the next day. So I report to aircraft ready. I was at like the gate. then they OCC called and said like, okay, you need to step down because there's one positive on your flight. So like step down now. So I had to like return back, and I got stuck at the airport for quite a bit because you're not supposed to enter departure hall and just leave. You know?
Yeah.
So someone from the office had to come down and like pick me up.
That is a hard-earned 11K. Yeah. Like, honestly. Okay, tell us about the SQ version, because I know like there's also like base pay, and then there's like also like flight allowances.
So for Singapore Airlines, our basic is 1.1. We are talking about like Singaporean citizen. After adding everything, right, what they promised for you to bring home would be 3750, which is why I wrote it down.
That's very specific,
that's
okay.
the minimum you will bring home.
Okay.
Other than that, usually, on average, is about 4 to 5K.
Per month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
and this is as like a new cabin crew member? Oh wow, no, I can see the incentive as to why people would want to go straight into this.
Imagine like 20 years old, you're earning 4 to 5K.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
When your friends
It's
are
a lot,
on,
yeah.
For like you to achieve things like 9K, I've never reached before, but I reached like 8 point something.
Okay.
So I just rounded up to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's after like you have to really like play with the system in terms of like because
get
of
the best flights.
There's this like aviation law that
you
you cannot
too much.
Yeah.
And the number of off days, the number of consecutive
rest, the hours
flying
of
days.
rest.
Yeah.
The longer haul flights, do they have higher allowances and stuff?
Not
so
really.
it depends on the country.
Yeah.
So we are paid $9.50 per hour.
To clean, guys, that's
Yeah.
tough, man.
Yeah, it's worse than like I'd rather work at Starbucks. For a different country, there's different allowance. You have like a sheet that you can check on that. So it doesn't really matter on like how long the flight is, unless because we have like if it clocks let's say more than 11 hours, then it will be times 2.5.
Right.
That kind of
Okay.
thing. Yeah, so it will be times 2.5
It's like OT
of
pay.
Yeah, OT
for
pay.
The layman
Yeah.
terms.
It's not about like the flight, but like how we make money is you take up flights that people don't want to do. Yeah, based on your own flight. So what I mean is that can you imagine like if everybody wants to do like London flight, everybody wants to do LA flight because they are long flights, right? Which means technically you can earn more money, right? But do you think people are willing to give you? No, right? So how we make to this amount, right, is you have to take flights that people don't want to
Like
do.
overnight.
For
Right.
example, Hong Kong turn. Because Hong Kong we don't have layover, we do a turnaround. So it's like 4.5 hours of flying, doesn't include reporting time and changing of aircraft and layover.
Yeah.
For this whole thing, you only get $90
Oh.
net. Yeah, it's so compare it with like a KL turnaround. You get $90 as well.
Yeah.
But KL is like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back.
Yeah.
So if let's say I was to swap with you, right? I'm the one having the Hong Kong flight. You are the one taking my Hong Kong flight. I'm supposed to. It's like a hidden rule, lah. Yeah, I'm supposed to pay you 400 to 500. Even Chinese New Year people I need to pay you $800 for you to do my Hong Kong flight.
But this is like a personal bank account transfer situation?
Pay now.
personal. Yeah, it's a personal thing. Yeah. But we have like a Telegram group chat for that. Yeah, so I did try that once.
Hustling.
Yeah.
It's tiring,
Damn, that's
right?
tough, man.
It's kind of tough to play with the system because
Yeah.
you really need to do a lot of calculation and it cannot affect your next flight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it will kind of like auto reject.
Yeah.
when you wanna
There's a
swap.
system to
Yeah.
input.
I see.
Yeah, they will calculate and then they will know that you can't take
Yeah.
this flight.
Wow.
So it's quite ridiculous lah in terms of the
We
change
learn-
of flight thing.
We learned something new,
Yeah.
but I can totally see why it exists. Okay, we're gonna go into this other part whereby we have to do a little jobs tryout. Usually I have no idea what's happening here, so you guys are gonna take the lead on this. What on earth am I supposed to do today? I feel scared.
I think you're supposed to be the stewardess.
Yeah.
Then we will be the
We'll be your passenger.
We'll be your nice passenger.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, let's just try that.
So right now is a job tryout. Kim will be the stewardess and the both of us will be passenger. I think the most common scenario would be probably during mealtime.
Yeah. People are hangry.
I'm so scared. Okay, let's go. Hello, it's time for your breakfast. We got two options today. Would you like the chicken with omelette or would you like the fried noodles?
Fried noodles. Have what inside?
So there's vegetables and there's also sliced pork.
I cannot take pork.
Oh, okay.
I
Then
cannot take chicken. lactose actually.
Yeah, I also cannot take chicken.
Oh.
I'm allergic to chicken and pork.
Oh, I see. Did you manage to, put in your meal preferences for a special meal?
No, I didn't know that. I thought they will probably like just serve something else.
Yeah, lor.
I didn't know it would be so coincidental that they will serve both chicken and pork.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Normally they say have seafood, right?
Yeah.
I see. Let me check with the options available
Yeah,
for you
yeah.
before I come back to you.
Sure.
Okay, how long we need to wait for? She the way she like, I don't want to deal with you.
Where's the purple lady? Where's the purple lady? Hello ladies. I just did a quick check with you. My supervisors that we can actually offer you a whole slew of different snacks. We have bread, bananas, apples, yogurt, granola, and sandwiches as well. We also have vegetarian options. So let me know what I can get for you?
Like that we should have taken the ferries, yeah. Yo, this one, the option like
I know,
so
like
cheapskate
some of
one.
these flight 10 hours. If I ferry, I take 30 hours. At least I can still eat something
Yeah,
else.
maybe like, I don't know wow.
Wow.
I pay so much money, she asked me
Yeah,
to
why
bread.
like that? I can eat fruits and yogurt only.
Is that something that you would like to have?
No.
Okay, what can I get you?
I mean,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe it's like lobster. Lobster? Like lobster.
I quit! You know what? Guys, I got ramen. You want ramen?
from your bag, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Let me go and
Hey,
steal
I
some.
want our A5 Wagyu.
If I,
Sliced A5
we
Wagyu
can't
with
eat
the
chicken or
ramen.
pork, but like beef is fine.
Yeah, beef lah, lobster, okay.
Okay. Let me tell you. Let me get the ground staff to deliver the A5 Wagyu the moment we land. But in the meantime, if you want A5 Wagyu, we're gonna have to land halfway. Is that something you would prefer? No, I'm just kidding. How? How do you get out of that situation if you had these kind of passengers?
So actually, it's very common to have this kind of passenger when they forget to order.
Indicate.
Yeah, their meal,
Actually,
right?
the first thing you said right is wrong already. You cannot say did you like manage
you're
to write
putting the
down.
blame on us.
Yeah, you're putting the blame on passenger.
But it is your fault though.
Yeah, but you cannot say that. You cannot say that because some passengers are a bit sensitive.
So are you trying to blame
You
me
get
right
a
now?
complaint already.
Yeah. What's your name? What's your name? Okay, I see you. Kim, Kim.
No,
Kimberly.
this one's not my real name. My name is Samantha.
Yeah. So usually we don't say that.
So what's the option?
Yeah.
How would you deal with it?
It's always, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, then after that you will just say, please give me a moment, I will come back. But in the meantime, is there anything on my card I can offer you first?
I'm so
Because-
sorry.
yeah.
In the meantime, is there anything on my card that I can offer you?
Yeah, maybe like a drink, like do you want wine or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, usually they will be happier if you like
Yes.
that. Like at least you never
that's
straight away
true.
say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
then
when you
I
make them
pour a
wait,
lot of
right?
wine, is
Yeah,
it?
Yeah,
full
then when
glass.
you make them wait, right, you at least got something that they are occupied with, so that
Okay.
they don't get so like.
They don't feel like, oh my god, I'm waiting like.
Yeah.
it's been
Just
one
make
minute.
them drunk, pour more wine.
But then also again, you make them drunk, then it's your
problem again.
Yeah, your problem again.
Do not make them drunk. Point back.
After that, usually this kind, right, you really need to go to a supervisor. Because as a non-ranking crew, you have your limits.
Yeah.
I did. I went.
Yeah.
She said offer your bread and sandwiches.
Then you ask your manager come out.
Manager.
他叫你
Ask the greenie out.
How would you rate Kim's
Attitude positive, good.
Yeah. Recovery, not much.
Yeah, not much recovery. Damage got. She did more damage.
a bit done.
Yeah, the moment the first thing she said was like damage already.
Yeah.
Oh no. See,
Yeah.
now you learn.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Could have made it better. Okay. Yeah.
So
But we
it's
won't
so
blame you
soft.
also because if
Yeah.
you went to the training, you would know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Oh, so they do
training.
teach you these things.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
jail. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing all your stories with me. Before we wrap things up, I'd like to ask my guests this question, which is we've talked about quite a bit about like the dark side of flying. Obviously, we've had some great stories as well. But what are the 3 things that you absolutely loved about flying? Because you guys did it for some time. And what is one mistake you think you made during that time that now when you look back on it, you're like, I wish I did this better?
So one would be all the traveling, of course.
Oh yeah.
I think for ours, it's gonna be a little bit similar.
Okay, then
Yeah.
you can share your points. Yeah.
So since we are on this, right, one of it is like the traveling part,
Yeah,
right? I
definitely.
think especially when you are traveling at a very young age.
Yeah.
I really love
Right.
how it kind of like shaped me to be very independent. We sleep alone,
Yeah.
then we travel alone. So like our off days, outstation is off days.
Yes.
So like you just really need to survive by yourself.
The traveling, the
Yeah.
independence, last one. Good things.
One good thing is really something that I wouldn't be able to learn if I'm in school. You know, which is like people management.
Yes.
And I really, really love that. I love that because it's something that I can really apply in my real life, even if I'm not a stewardess anymore.
Yes. Yeah, that's
it's
true.
a skill that it makes you see and kind of like train you to become better.
Yes.
Yeah.
It teaches you a lot of like EQ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, like the
I'm
EQ
not
thing.
afraid to talk to new people.
Yeah.
Because we always have to talk to new people, whether it's new passengers, new crew. You just learn to like adapt to different kinds of people.
Yeah.
It increases your confidence as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, great 3 points. Now, one mistake you think you might have made and you wish you did it better?
Let's say it's a mistake, maybe a regret. Like I wish I documented my life then a
Oh my
bit
God,
more.
same.
Right, like vlogging or more photos.
So cute, yeah.
And now I want to look back, but like, there's nothing much to look back on.
Yeah. Honestly, I also I
Right.
regretted that like the most.
Yeah.
I regretted that the most because like everything is in my brain.
Yeah.
And then if like memories will fade, right?
Yeah.
So that's like, oh shit.
I
like,
wish I took more
Yeah.
pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay because now you can be a passenger and enjoy your photo taking and videoing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the very, very insightful and juicy conversations. I think you guys shared a lot about the industry, and I think like, you know, things that people don't actually see behind the scenes of how challenging it really is to actually be, you know, a flight crew, whether it comes to say people management or the job itself. So I hope that, you know, you're watching, whoever's watching this video, if you're thinking about like, you know, going to the industry, you maybe learned a little lesson or two to before you even start, so that you can actually, you know, have a bit of like a cushion to be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I know.
But
like
despite all the I would recommend anyone to go for it.
Yeah, I also think so.
at least once in your life,
Yeah.
you gotta
it's
try.
a
Just go and
amazing
try it.
experience. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Go and fly.
thank you so much for sharing that. This has been another episode of All Facts No Filter, and hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.
Bye.
Bye.